What's up, everybody? A quick announcement before we begin. I've been studying Japanese now for about a week, and things are going really well. But what you're about to see is footage from just the first day. And what happened was, when I started going through all the footage from this week, I realized there's really way too much to fit into one video of a reasonable length. So what I'd like to do instead is divide this week's footage into a few different chunks, beginning with the footage from day one. So this is kind of to be expected because at the beginning of learning a language, things tend to be more exciting. You're going from knowing nothing to something in many different areas at once. So I expect there to be more footage and more things to talk about at the beginning of learning the language. However, later on in the process, things become more repetitive. There's a lot more flashcards and there's less to talk about. So with that being said, I'd like to take advantage of all the excitement happening at the beginning and make sure to show as much of that process as I can. So without further ado, please enjoy this first installment of Japanese in a Year, and I will see you in the next episode. Alright, here we are, day one. It's 10 in the morning. I've been up a couple hours already, eating breakfast, feeling good. I got my Japanese coffee. Clearly the version marketed at foreigners, but I'll take it anyway. And I'm ready to start this monster of a project. The very first thing that I'm going to do is pronunciation, but I'm going to start by watching 4 videos that I've already picked out that explain the sound system of Japanese. These first videos can be found in the playlist I made, the Ultimate Japanese Learning Whatever playlist. So if you just go to the channel and look for that playlist, these are going to be the first 4 videos in there, all about pronunciation. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and watch this first video. I have seen these before, like months ago when I was curious about Japanese and thinking about learning it, but I don't really remember much of anything from it. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this first one, which is video 1, the Japanese writing systems and pitch accent. So I'm going to dig into that, and then I've got a notepad here too, if I want to take some notes. So here we go.
In these 4 videos, I'm going to show you the bare essentials of phonetics and spelling for Japanese. Most unstressed syllables in English words use different vowels than stressed ones. We're not saying America, you say America. With Japanese ones, that would give us America.
America.
The first syllable is low, and the last 3 are high. America. And this is a sort of default melody for Japanese.
America.
케이블카, chicken, and tomato. So in biscuito, you go low, high, high, low. And Caesar salad, you go low, high, 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 low, low.
If that highest syllable is the first syllable,
You get words like
Oh.
chicken.
and that's all we're going to cover for this video. Next stop, the Japanese consonant.
Wow. Alright. At this very first stage, I'm just trying to get a passing familiarity with this stuff so that I'm aware of these concepts when I hear it in the future. And then throughout the rest of the year, but especially these first couple weeks, I'm going to be really tuning into that and trying to get an accurate accent before I start learning words. So with that said, let's go to the next video.
In this second video, we're going to talk about Japanese consonants. We'll be starting with 7 really straightforward sounds.
You can say day and day.
Day, 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 day.
This gives you a less percussive sound. You get a instead of day.
It's exactly the same for Japanese as T.
You say tsuru with significantly less air coming through.
Okay, so far so good.
Cut, cut, and key.
Key. Oh, I see.
Show, show.
Show. Show.
As in shower.
Shower. shower.
English has show
Show.
and Japanese show.
Those sound very similar. Show, show. Show, shower.
Beach, beach.
Beach, beachy.
Air making this sort of hissing sound.
Yeah.
So English has he and Japanese he.
You can hear the difference between this.
So English has he and Japanese he.
Those sound the same.
So English has he and Japanese he.
Here, I hear a very slight difference in the high frequencies. Wow, those are really, they sound basically the same to me. He.
And Japanese he. He.
Oh my god, those are the same! No!
He.
What? I don't hear the difference. It's like the middle of your tongue is sort of up against the roof of your mouth, and it creates just the ever so slightest boost in the high frequencies. That's crazy.
You make an F by getting your lower lips close to your upper teeth. Well, in Japanese, you create F sounds by simply getting both of your lips close together. There's no teeth involved. It's
Furamingo.
Oh yeah. Like that.
close together and slightly pulling in the corners of your mouth.
Slightly pulling in the corners of your mouth. Like that? In, out. Is this in towards in this way or in towards... That doesn't seem right. Flamingo.
Furamingo.
Flamingo.
Furamingo. So if you want to compare the English and Japanese F, you can try saying food-o in English
Food-o.
and comparing that to the Japanese food-o.
Fudo. 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 Ooh, that's interesting.
The second to last consonant that we'll talk about is as in penguin.
This is a really weird consonant.
Oh, great.
And your uvula and soft palate, the back of your throat, they will come down to close off the front part of your mouth from the back and force air to come through your nose.
What? Okay. King.
As in penguin.
Penguin.
If you want something to compare it to, try
Yes.
comparing as in king
King.
to as in king.
King. Oh.
And with that, we've finally reached our last consonant, the
Yes.
Japanese R.
Ru as in rocket.
Uh-oh.
This R is formed in a totally different way than the English R. The best advice I found for forming it correctly was over actually at tofuku.com. You go da 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 da.
Da da
And
da.
then you jump to a really clean L. It's not la, but la.
La.
La la la
La la la la
It's
la.
actually an Italian L.
Da
And then go
da.
back and forth. Da
La.
da da.
Da da da. La la la.
La la la. And then jump halfway in between the two with your tongue.
Oh yeah.
Da da da.
Da da da. La la la. Da 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 da. Da da da.
Da da.
Da da da. Da da. Interesting.
And with that, we're through. Next up, vowels.
Woo! Okay, so let me talk about what just happened. You know, people say a lot that, you know, Japanese pronunciation isn't that hard. They only have 5 vowels. Like, don't even worry about it. You'll be fine. But man, there's a lot of really subtle details that would be a lot of work, you know, to get a really accurate accent if you wanted to, which I do. So I highly recommend watching the actual video because he explains it much better than me. But essentially I have 3 columns. This first one, these are all easy sounds that are basically the exact same as ones we have in English. This second column is still similar to English but with some slight modifications. Then on this side we have 9 totally new sounds that don't exist in English, period. These ones are going to be fine. These will need a little bit of work, but most of my focus is going to be on these new sounds. And with that, we're ready to check out the vowels. which I think is going to be much more simple.
In this third video, we're going to talk about Japanese vowels. So we'll start with the easiest one.
E shows up in Japanese in iruka.
Okay, good. That one is the same.
We can compare Japanese as any to English as any. Any, any,
Eh.
Our,
Eh.
our next vowel is o, as in orugan
O.
or go.
And now we come to the second to last of Japanese vowels.
A, as in idol.
This vowel is similar to the English as in father, but it's a bit more thought.
Yeah.
We have like our last vowel in Japanese is u, as in kurere.
Japanese does something fairly different.
So if you can say with just your lips and not your teeth, then you can say u.
There are a few situations where an E vowel or an U vowel is basically just whispered.
It sounds like this. Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
You're not saying Christmas Eve. And you're also not skipping those vowels completely. It's not Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas. Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
And with that, we're done with all of the sounds of Japanese.
Yes.
Next stop, a few Japanese spelling rules.
Alright, just finished the vowels video, and fortunately it was much more simple than the consonants. I have one more video to watch, and it says something about spelling rules, so let me just see what that's all about.
At this point, you've seen and heard all of the vowels and consonants of Japanese. Each syllabary has 46 characters.
Say you know that ka character, but you want to say ga, as in gown.
All you have to do is stick to 2 lines.
Oh, that's awesome.
So here's kakikugeko and gakikugeko.
Oh, that's so smart. Go Japanese.
Let's talk about the palatalized consonants. And they spell those sounds in a clever, slightly complex manner. To get started, in addition to the ki and he symbols, let me introduce you to 2 new kana.
Oh boy. Oh, what is all this?
Then you will combine ki and ya.
What? I guess that kind of makes sense.
And with that, we've covered the entire Japanese pronunciation system.
Woo! Okay. So having watched the first 4 videos about pronunciation, now I need to start memorizing this stuff and start training my ears, which I'll do through the Fluent Forever Pronunciation Trainer. So I actually need to go buy that right now, download it, and install it in Anki. Okay, so I just went to the website, and then I picked discount bundle number 1, which is pronunciation trainer and a word list. Saves you a couple bucks buying it as the bundle. I bought it. Now I need to go to my email, get the download link, and grab the files. Okay. So we go in here. Got all these files. We've even got a folder full of recordings of native speakers for all of these words. That's awesome. And then I'm opening the Fluent Forever Japanese folder. So I'm just going to open the Anki file. So here we can see I have my other languages, and now I have this Japanese pronunciation flashcard deck added. It's split up into 2 decks. The first one is spelling rules and examples. This will contain information about hiragana and katakana. And then the minimal pairs will help me train my ears. So the next thing I'll do is study these Japanese pronunciation flashcards. I've installed the Japanese pronunciation trainer. And here we go. What sound does this katakana character make, and what's its stroke order? Well, I have no idea because this is the first time I'm seeing it, so... Ah. Okay, so this guy that looks kind of like a weird P is ah. And what is this? Katakana. Iron. iron, iron,
iron,
iron. Okay, so one is you go like this, and over, and then down. 1, 2. They've included this picture here of an iron. And so if I can remember the example word that they gave for a is iron, and I can associate that picture with this iron, it's going to help me remember this character. I'm going to click again because I've never seen this before and I need to see that again soon. What sound does this character make?
I, iruka,
Iruka, iruka. Okay. Oh, it looks like a dolphin.
curtain,
Cotton, cotton,
curtain,
cotton. Okay.
penguin,
Penguin. These pictures are awesome. Okay, this one has 3 strokes. So, 1, 2, ki. Okay. Ah, now this, I remember that those 2 strokes right here make this go from ki to gi. It voices the consonant.
gi,
Gi.
guitar,
Guitar. Guitar.
guitar,
Guitar.
guitar,
Guitar. Okay. I don't remember exactly how that looks though. Oh yeah. That was weird. It's also kind of like a 17. If this is a 1 and a 7. So I could try and make up a mnemonic. It has to do with 17. Okay, here's a good one. We had an 18-wheeler, big truck, right? And then it lost its tire. Here's a loose tire, so now it's a 17-wheeler. So I'm going to associate ta with taya with 17 wheelers, and the 17 will also help me remember the shape of this character. So let's mark that as wrong, but hopefully next time I'll get it.
yard,
Yard.
yard,
I remember this had a picture of the referee with the yardstick thing, but I don't remember the character. It's that, so it's like, kind of like a cross. Key. 1, 2, 3.
key,
1, 2, 3.
kick,
Correct. Okay, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, how do I spell the whole word in katakana? Oh,
80,
now some minimal pairs.
80, 80, 80,
I think it's the Japanese one. 80.
80, 80.
So this R sound, quick side note, it's getting closer. 80, B, B, 80. 2 things are helping. One is the ear training, just hearing it more often is helping me pick it up and tune my ears to it. And second of all, it's actually knowing the physical position that my tongue is supposed to be in. So I know that it's between D and Li. D, Li, D, 80. So, correct. I got that one right. Okay. Yeah. Stroke order is 1, 2.
yeah,
Yes.
yard,
Okay, there's a dolphin picture in this one. Yes. 1, 2.
Hiya,
Hiya. Okay,
Hiya.
so this looks like 17. 17 wheeler. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
kasan,
I think it's this one. I think this would be more like ka-san.
kasan, kasan,
Hey, you're correct. Ka-san. Pays to be able to read IPA. So I just spent about half an hour going through those cards. I was spending longer than I normally would on each card because I was spending a lot of time imitating the pronunciation, practicing my accent while I was reviewing. In the future, when I'm just doing like vocab type reviews, I want to be moving as quick as I can. but I took my time on this today. I was actually really surprised with how easily I was able to remember the symbols. Yeah, so basically, I was really happy with how that went. Well, I just finished my studying for the night. I did an extra 50 new cards, which at the rate that I'm going at now, really taking my time to mimic the pronunciations and make sure I'm getting everything exactly right with the stroke orders. It took me about an hour, I think, to get through all of that. That means I spent about an hour and a half today on Anki flashcards. All in all, I spent about 3.5 hours on Japanese today. That includes 2 hours of watching the videos and taking notes and dissecting the sounds. And then I spent the last hour and a half seeing for the first time these flashcards in the pronunciation trainer. And at the end of it, I can say that I know some Katakana. My pronunciation is getting much better. My ears are already getting tuned to the language, and my mouth is already starting to be able to adapt. So, I'd say it's been a good first day, and I think it's time to hit the hay, get some rest, and get back at it tomorrow morning. I will see you mañana. Ciao. And that is it for day one. So thank you for watching, and keep your eyes peeled for the next episode, which I'll be putting up soon. In the meantime, I'll keep learning Japanese, and I'll keep you guys posted on how everything's going. If you want to follow the real-time updates, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and you'll find the latest right there. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, so thank you again for watching, and see you later.